Let's play some Vesperlark. If you're not familiar with this one, Vesperlark Reanimator is a bit of our jam here. Now, we've adjusted this list a few times, and we're going to keep it as is for this league. Not going to change it too much more, but basically the gist of it is use Vesperlark plus Body Double and get back the Big Woodfall, the Ashen Rider, or in this case Iona, because there's a lot of red lists out there. We have persisting creatures like Kitchen Finks and Woodfall that work with Footsteps of the Goryo plus Body Double in order to keep a big creature on the battlefield. If we get a big creature stuck in our hand, we've got Collective Brutality, Jace as ways to get rid of things. In this list, we are running one Egon. Interesting. And we have Hedron Crabs plus Stitchers. You can imagine Egon is over here as a Stitcher for the Throne of Death. Your selection of big creatures to hit, I usually try to aim for 8. In this case, we have multiple Woodfall Primuses and a few Ashen Riders and Ionas. In some cases, we have 3 Ashen Riders and only 1 big hit, but we are running into a lot of red lists, and so we're going to try the Iona here. And with this, let's play. Just put in the website donate page. It should be there. It should be there, Casey. You saying the amounts? I'll put the amounts on the website page. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Let's go Vesperlark Reanimator after the Red Prison. It's been a good night. Is Iona better than Norn versus Red? Iona, ETB, name Red. They have to kill you with whatever they have in play. And it's a big 7/7 blocking flying creature. Stops them completely. You can do it on turn 2 at the earliest. That's the plan. Hedron Crab, mill over Iona and Body Double, have the Vesperlark in hand, win the game. Just play Stubborn Denial. All right, let's go. By the way, that was super exciting. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's about time we got it. You all know we've been fighting for it. You know that's going to be posted. It's going to be posted up there in the 5.0 lists. People are going to be like, oh, Simian Spirit Guide is not needed. All right, Spine Fluke is our opponent. We're playing first. They've got the cat here. We've got the Kitchen Finks, Body Double, and a Woodfall Primus. Not the strongest hand to start things off because we don't have anything that basically fuels our graveyard. Let's go ahead and mulligan this. Look for something better. Oh, yes. We'll keep this. We'll keep this. Wow. I think I get rid of a crab here. We hope that we get there. Yeah. I kind of want to get rid of a crab. I kind of want 2 footsteps. I can't believe I'm getting rid of a crab, but Jace is like pretty decent. Crab go. Ho-ho! Let's go! Don't kill the crab, please. Don't kill it or path it. Oh, you can path it. You can... Oh, Giver of Runes. Land. Oh my gosh, they're gonna die so fast here. Let's go get that watery grave. My opponent wishes me a good game. You too. Smiley face. Mill ourselves like crazy. Play the Jays footsteps away. Oh, dang. That was a lot of good cards there. Oh, there's Iona. All right. Sounds good. Plus an extra footsteps. Iona is literally the only thing I hit there. Well, if I find a Woodfall and a Body Double off of this Godless Shrine, we can just name White. They don't feel very good anymore. They like... What? I can also flip the Jace through the Collective Brutality if we don't hit anything too crazy in the yard. Oh, loot first for the fetch land? That's true. That's true. Cavern of Souls. Naming what? Core? Human? Banshee. Eldrazian taxes? Maybe. Core. They named Core. Leonin Arbiter. Alright, now I don't want to fetch lands. The Godless Shrine's excellent here. I still could probably loot first. Alright, Kitchen Finks is okay. Let's go ahead and do loot here, because I could also use like Collective Brutality and stuff. So I just put the body double down there and hope I hit a persist creature off the Godless Shrine, because the body double is less to hit. So we put the body double down. Let's play the land and shock in. Mill self. Hit a Woodfall Primus. Excuse me one moment while I footsteps the body double on Woodfall Primus, clearing out your Cavern of Souls and getting an Iona. Let's do it. Woodfall Primus, Cavern of Souls, get out of here. We'll uptick with the Jace, because why not? Body double sacrifices persisting here, getting an Iona on the re-entry. Iona name's white. Good luck. Turn 3 Stone Rain, 6/6 flyer. 6/6 flyer, naming a color, good luck. Next turn, footsteps on the body double for Woodfall Primus, killing both lands. And this is pod racing. He's still playing. He is. They are, whoever they are, he, she, they're playing. They're here to have a good time. They're here to have a good time. It seems like absolute gas. It is. It is. Some Feed the Swarms here. It's probably not a bad idea. Elish Norn wouldn't be bad either. Let's bring these in. Let's get rid of 2 Ashen Riders here. I'm going to get rid of a Egon probably. And here's our 8 hits. Feed the Swarm for rips and stuff like that. I could maybe do 1 Unburial Rites out. Collective Brutality can kill quite a few creatures, which isn't a bad idea. Feed the Swarms for the enchantment. Plus killing creatures. Wondering if taking 1 Jace is the right play. Sideboarding with this list is always interesting. Disenchant could be more important than for the cage. This is true. Let's do Disenchants over Feed because I have the Collective Brutality. I'm going to take out 1... let's take out 1 crab. We get Unburial Rites enough that I think I want to keep it. What if I just like draw, discard, and then play 2 lands in Vesperlark? Is that even a play? Can I even do that? If I had a Collective Brutality, things go nuts here. I kind of want to keep this, and like if I miss the Collective Brutality here, just like discard body double discard or something. Like, that could be hilarious. I mean, this hand's not very good otherwise. You know what? Let's keep it. We're here to experience a good time. We get a terrible top deck. I'm just pitching the body double. What can they do? Ooh, that's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. I'm just gonna pitch it. I'm gonna get rest in peace here. It's gonna be good. I missed the land drop. Dang it. Body double down. Imagine if we had Simeon's Spirit Guide. Alright, rest in peace me. Go for it. Folly is fine. Oh, darn. I missed a land drop again. Dang it. Dang it. Iona. Combo in graveyard. Ready. Aim. Fire. You know what's cool about Vesperlark? It's a leave the battlefield trigger. You know what's cool about leave the battlefield triggers? All kinds of stuff. We are risking a Leonin Arbiter just wrecking our face. I mean, who would do that to us, right? Who would really do that to us? Stitcher go. All right. We need to avoid well, we can actually take a Leonin Arbiter because we have a Hallowed Fountain here. You know you're in trouble when your opponent goes to discard twice in a row. It's all about to happen here. Oh, Arbiter Ghost Quarter would be awful. We had no fear. No fear. Just sitting here like, okay, body double, and there's an Iona. Okay, there's a Phyrexian Revoker. That's fine. You can name Jace. It's an appropriate card to bring in. I understand. Jace Vryn's Prodigy. Got it. Attack for 2. Completely fine. I'll block here. We'll get even more goodies in the graveyard. Burial Rites is down here too for the future. For the future. We will fetch here just because I don't want Leonin Arbiter to really mess us up later. Let's go get Plains. Let's go ahead and evoke a Vesperlark here on turn 4. Sacrifice. Triggering on body double. Body double comes back as Iona. Iona names white. Good luck, opponent. Now it's a 7/7. Iona again. Turn 4 after double discard. No fear for the Leonin Arbiter. Path doesn't get us. Settle doesn't get us. Wrath of God doesn't get us. Dismember would have to be a double dismember. And guess who's playing Kitchen Finks next? Ooh. Could play Thought-Knot. Now we don't have to worry about a Leonin Arbiter, by the way. Making Eldrazi. You can't play... You can do Displacer. Okay. Okay. This works. For them. Not me. They do still have colorless cards. Yep. Yep. And they can do things where they make this enter tapped and all that. What's funny is it's actually a body double, so every time it does that, if I've got other things in the graveyard, we can play with them. We'll just say that. Opponent does not do any blinking nor attacking here. Here's Jace Vryn's Prodigy. Not doing a whole lot for us. Let's go fetching here. We'll go get probably Swamp at this point. We'll just play Jason past turn. We're not going to worry about the Kitchen Finks just yet. That'll be a later thing. It'll be a later thing. We'll attack for 7. See if they want to blink. What's interesting is during the blinking, I don't think they have ever a chance to path like Jace or anything, so. Well, this is devoid. But yeah, you have to choose a color. You can't choose colorless. Yeah, it brings back immediately, so we're good. We're good-ish here. In an ideal world, I'll be able to mill a few more things so that I can deal with some of what's going on the board. It says fog, yeah. I think I'm blocking? Actually, let's just take 4 here. Then I'll play Kitchen Finks and we should be good from there. We'll gain some life. Dang. Goryo's is cool. Could be played on a Stitcher. Let's do Kitchen Finks first though, just to create a blocker. We do have an Unburial Rites as well. But this should be pretty good. They don't want to ETB the Kitchen Finks, obviously. I just gain life here. Woodfall Primus, I want in the yard. I'm going to use Displacer here. They're going to make me continuously turn this back into a Iona. I can't activate Jace. But they're helping me with the Kitchen Finks here. Helping me with the Kitchen Finks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I can block with Jace now. We're just not getting rid of the Provoker. I need a Collective Brutality, probably. That'd be the best thing for the Woodfall Primus. So we're like kind of doing stuff, kind of not. It's kind of interesting. All right, there's a Vesperlark. So this is kind of interesting. We can play Vesperlark, and then when it leaves, it can pick up a Stitcher, and then things get really wild. I will leave Kitchen Finks back to be at least something they have to blink. They'll probably blink here. Iona, white. We're gonna actually hard cast a Vesperlark here. And now if they flicker this, I can get like, you know, like I said, Stitchers. Stitchers would be dangerous, I guess, because the Eldrazi Displacer could keep flickering that. So maybe I don't want to do that. But I guess if they flicker into new Woodfall Primuses, then I can get rid of some of the dunes and other things like that. The Ghost Quarter. I don't know, this will be interesting, because flickering Vesperlark gets very interesting as well for what we can get back with, say, the body doubles. So, let's see what happens here. I've never seen anything like this. All right, flickers here. We're gonna get, I think I want to go ahead and get a Stitcher. So we'll start there. Stitcher's a blocker at least. We mill a few more cards. 2 Jaces and a Silent Clearing. Okay. Like I said, Woodfall Primus would be good. Obviously, I've got them in my hand, but I'm hoping to hit a few more on the side here. That might be the last time they flicker this thing. It just got another creature back. Yeah, this is a complicated game now. Careful. Careful. Complicated. I do like seeing a Displacer. I really do. It's a really cool card. Now they're like, well, maybe I can mill you a bunch. That's not a good idea, opponent. Careful what you wish for. It just got here and your head already hurts. Welcome. I'll try to explain things as best as I can. Displacer is fun. Displacer's making it so I think they potentially have an out. They just need to hit the right cards as they go. We want to hit another body double. That's ideally what we need to find in our graveyard. Glass Pool doesn't quite do it, but body double would. With a Woodfall Primus, then things get real fun. This is a good match one. Like this match one's gonna take most of the time here, but this is a good start. Win or loss. We are flickering a Kitchen Finks this time. We gain some life. I will happily block with Stitcher here. After all, that is kind of the goal. Afraid to do the Phyrexian Revoker because if I kill it, I could reanimate a Jace. We'll block 3 here. Need something good in the yard. Let's go. Come on. There's the body double. There's a Kitchen Finks. Okay. I didn't hit another whammy just yet. All right, a land. Yeah, if I could, I would. Footsteps is a permanent reanimation. Burial is also permanent reanimation. How do we want to do this? So if you can't see this over here, I'll pull it out briefly. So we have this Iona, we've got to leave in there because that's the body doubles target. And so Burial could hit like Jace, but also could hit like Kitchen Finks. It could reanimate the Vesperlark. I could reanimate a Stitcher. It can, but I need to watch my life total. I think I'm going to Burial the Vesperlark. I think that's the strongest play we have here. Right, I want to do the Kitchen Finks, but I don't have anything else really to follow. Man, I guess I can just Burial a Kitchen Finks. All right, I'm going to Burial a Kitchen Finks. It's really hard for me to figure out what I want to be doing here. We'll just gain some life here, and I'm actually going to leave everything on defense. Because then that makes them have to flicker more things, and I have more blockers. They are open for 7, but then I open myself up for more on the swing back. Although now I have another Kitchen Fink. So it's tough to say if that was correct to be on blocking defense or not. We'll just take it for what it is here. It's tough. I've never been in this position where we have this scenario where an Eldrazi Displacer and bouncing things could theoretically mill me out with a Stitcher if I reanimate that. I have no way to really get rid of the Revoker, but now if they're displacing the Kitchen Finks, I'm gaining my life. I could have reanimated a body double so that when they do that, if I eventually get something in the graveyard that I want, to be good. I could have reanimated a Vesperlark so that when they use the Displacer, I can use Stitcher. Could have used that and also done Jace's. Yeah, it's a complicated and interesting position, that's for sure. It's different. We'll say that. All right, my opponent's moving to combat here and does nothing. We top deck a Godless Shrine. I'm going to hold the Godless Shrine in case I get a Hedron Crab. And we'll just pass here. So they're gonna maybe take the end step to flicker things. They choose not to. Choosing not to flicker things there. I guess I shouldn't auto yield just on the, well, no, they can't play Leonin Arbiter. Auto yield. Extra land here will pass. Remember, we could also start playing these lands and play Elish Norn when we draw it. Smell the smoke from his ears. Prison was did well. Displaces Iona. Replay Iona, naming white. You can ignore Casey. All right, what are we doing, opponent? What are we doing here? Are we gonna attack here? We're attacking with a Thalia. I mean, I just block like this for fun. Whee! Now they'll flicker one of these and one will die. That's fine. I almost want Kitchen Finks back in the yard at this point. And I want a Kitchen Finks potentially back in the yard here. Because it'll be a footsteps target later. So this is fine. I actually want this to, like, actually happen. Now we're flickering. So they flicker the one so that they don't lose Thalia. We gain a bunch of life here. We're up to 13. We get a Stitcher. We'll go ahead and jam the Stitcher here because the footsteps could be really good. Stitcher's opening us up to a bit of Eldrazi Displacer. Nothing. We're going to play one land here only because of the future. What if I attack with Vesperlark? That'd be kind of funny. I'm going to attack with Iona this turn. See, they'll flicker it, almost certainly. It's interesting here, like I said, if they flicker Stitcher a bunch, we could be in trouble. We'll see what they do. I'm excited. I think the Stitcher gives them an out if they see this out. If we just waited, we could. We could have. That's a line too. I think they can kill us here, and I'd like them to find this line. It would be really cool. It is game 2. Paying 4 mana for some reason. We're doing something with the dunes. They sacrifice the dunes. Okay, this is an interesting choice. They're attacking. Ooh. Ooh. One, two, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Attacks like this. We're gonna block. What if I just do like this? That dies because they only can flicker one of these. And then this dies, and then with this I get Jace back. And Stitcher happens, and then we just wreck them. That's what we're doing. They think they got us here. They're about to get wrecked. Yeah, Spider would mill us like crazy. This makes things very interesting. The other thing is if they flicker the body double, or if I get a body double back now, I can actually get the Phyrexian Revoker and shut off the Displacer. So we kind of want this in the graveyard for the future funsies. And having a remanimation spell, specifically a persisting creature with the footsteps and the body double, were good. Yes. Yes. All right. I want Jace. There's Elish Norn for the future. Massacre Worm I have not, actually. That's actually not a bad idea. All right, some persisting, all this good stuff happens. Phyrexian Revoker is now down here and eligible for being taken. Collective Brutality is a nice one here. All right, let's activate Jace here. Draw, discard. Woodfall Primus hitting the bin now too. Okay. So we will 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We have a Thalia to deal with. But if I do 1, 2, 3, I can at least escalate 2 mode here. Let's go ahead and kill, and let's see what they can't play. We're going to discard Woodfall Primus. We'll start here. The idea is that Displacer hopefully interacts with the Thalia to save it. Cool cards. There's a Rest in Peace. We'll just take whatever. And now I can go ahead and Footsteps the Goryo Body Double. The other thing we could have done is Footsteps all kinds of other things, but we're going to do it this way. Woodfall Primus. Woodfall Primus to kill an Eldrazi Temple. And then what was going to happen here, since they didn't let us go through, but this is a body double. Kill this, persist, and when this persists back, I'm getting the Revoker to name the Eldrazi Displacer so they stop bouncing my stuff. And then I kill them in 3 turns with Iona. And I have a Kitchen Finks to block. I also have Jace to down tick on the Footsteps to repeat Woodfall Primus and body double once more. Iona won that match. Iona won that match. I could Revoker his display, so we're getting to that. Did we really put the Massacre Worm early on sale? I don't know, we're on version 23, so. Body double does any graveyard. It's really cool when you take your opponent's Primeval Titan. Way early, okay. I believe you. It gets fuzzy all the versions that we've played. All right, we're 1-0. My opponent's 3-1 here. We're playing first. And yeah, we're going to keep this. We're going to keep this. Double Stitchers fills the graveyard here. We do have 2 pieces that I want to discard to Jace, hopefully. We'll see how it goes. Bavarian, it can be, yeah, for sure. Turn 2 Primetime's fun, can confirm. Yeah, we can do some busted things. Oh, cat's out of the bag. Footsteps of Goryo and Kitchen Finks. Gemstone Mine, uh-oh. Well, probably Jace now. We have a Footsteps down here, so we get another land, we're in good shape. We're gonna go get a Hallowed Fountain. And we'll play a Jace and I guess we can attack for 1. The easiest way to support the stream really is to queue into Fluffy and not mill him out. Ooh. Let me just have a hand where I have 4 Footsteps and 3 lands. Mill me, opponent. All right, we give it back here with a Jace. My opponent's got double Gemstone Caverns here. Hoping to find a land here, and if I do, off of the draw or the loot with Jace, we'll put a Woodfall Primus here. Oh, no. It's Gristle Daddy. Uh-oh. Oh. I don't have anything for this list. Uh-oh. We're using Mox Ambers. Okay. Thought sees me, opponent. I dare you. Nourishing Shoal. Floating 1 black so far. Noxious Revivals, the Nourishing Shoal. Gristlebrand's down to 3, picking up that Nourishing Soul, plus 6 other cards. It does not do the Manamorphose. So I'm curious where this is going for my opponent. We can still win this game with an Ashen Rider and preventing the Gristlebrand, because we can get rid of it if we hit a land. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Mox Amber number 2, making more black. Oh yeah. New Mox Amber. We're making 3 black now. Okay. Now what? Springleaf Drum filters properly. Okay, we can make red now. Or green. Makes green. Manamorphose. Alright, they got the filter. They can't get rid of the other black, but they have now colors. Life goes on, goes up to 11. We're floating blue, which currently does not filter into red or green. New Mox Amber, double black, single blue. Lab Maniac, Nourishing Shoal, draw cards. Summoner's Pact. Summoner's Pact for something big. The Worm. 15, Nourishing Shoal here. Summoner Pact. Worm. We have enough. They have me with a Lab Maniac, if they have it. And because it's 7, 14, 21, they can draw the rest of their library properly here. Yeah. Springleaf Drum tapping Gristlebrand. Opponent's got enough life here to draw the remainder of their library here. And now they just need to show me Lab Maniac. This is well put together. And I don't have anything for this. I guess I can try to get an Iona really quick. There's Lab Maniac. They did it. They did it. I have a Pithy Needle and some Thoughtseizes in this variation. I also have Ashiok. This is what we'll play, because that's all I've got. Iona's not bad still. Collective Brutality is probably not bad either. We probably just... Egon can be taken out. Probably the Unburial Rites, because that's probably just not happening fast enough. Rather be Thought Seizing than our Crabs or Stitcher here. We can probably pull out like a... Maybe like a... Let's take another... Well, Crab could mill them, which would be hilarious, actually. Let's take a Jace out and another Stitcher. We're interacting with this opponent, obviously. I still want Iona Body Double Vesperlark because we could name green, which would get them. Persisting creatures with footsteps is still land destruction, which is worthwhile, especially if I Thought Seize them. Pithy Needle for obvious Gristlebrand. This is as interactive as this list has really ever been, and it may pay off here. But I think we have to mulligan for things. All right. Mulligan this, has nothing. All right. We'll keep. Get rid of the Ashen Rider. We're going to fetch. This is as good as it's going to get here. I'm going to Thoughtseize them. I'm going to Stitcher. I'm going to hope for something crazy, and we're going to win. Yes. Green to stop the combo, blue to stop them from winning. They could still attack me with a Griselbrand. D20, nicely done. Going undefeated. What a night for Prison. Leyline of the Incredibles. All right, we're going all in on our graveyard then. Stitchers, go. Ashiok, Vesperlark, Godless Shrine. I hate you, Stitcher. There went the Ashiok. All right. Well, if we draw a big fatty here, Thoughtseize gets rid of it. Yes, I can, Casey. Ashen Rider, Thoughtseize it. Next turn, Footsteps, kill that, kill land. Go from there. It's not like my opponent's comboing it off yet. Hallowed Fountain, let's attack for 1. Pass the turn. All right. Waterlog Grove. Can they combo? No, not yet. There's a body double. I'm gonna put a swamp down past turn. If I get to Ashen or Woodfall, I'll go after all their lands here. We'll see if they've got anything here. They didn't go for it there. Probably needing the Summoner Pact or something like that. So Watery Grave. Tap lands. Attack for 1. Pass turn. Come on. Now I wish I kept my Ashen Rider. It would be in the graveyard at this point. No, I don't think they're scared of counter magic. They saw a lot of what we did. Well, here they go. If we would have not done the Stitcher, we would have hit an Ashiok, but we can't know that. Opponent plays another land here. We have a Mox Amber. This gives them the Manamorphose mana they need. Still not out of it. Could fizzle. Hasn't used Summoner's Pact yet. They can pay for Summoner Pact once now. Stitcher Stompy. A little extra black mana. Draws with Griselbrand. Yeah, it's still a 4 of in this list. We have seen this list before, at least on like Reddit or Goldfish or somewhere like that. They go down to 3 here. It's a shame I don't have Bolt. Another Mox Amber. Pact of Negation. Not Summoner Pact. Turn Timber. Used here. Draws an extra 7. 14 cards to go. Nourishing Shoal goes to 18. We can draw 14 cards here. So they just need Lab Maniac, which they should have. Good game, opponent. It's been interesting that they've basically made it so they can draw their whole library, so they guarantee it's not stuck somewhere. But hey, it is what it is. Not too bad. Interesting to run into the Griselbrands. What if they Grape Shot me? Remand Grape Shot. So for those that are wondering, Simian Spirit Guide used to be in this list as well. They've replaced it with Mox Amber, and they've also done 1 or 2 Springleaf Drums to filter out their mana. And basically they use Gristlebrand, they still combo off. They can't do it as quickly because Simian Spirit Guide's not there, because they actually need the Mox Amber to have a legendary out. So it's kind of interesting. It's an interesting approach to the list. All right, they've got their whole library. Do I concede? I let them do this. The Springleaf and Mox makes it very interesting for sure. For sure. Got a lot of black mana here, 4 of it to be exact. There's the Springleaf that we talked about. Now they can use Gristlebrand here to filter into blue. And they can play Lab Maniac and draw 7. That's crazy. Nicely put together, opponent. Gets the W. Our next draw was Iona, Fountain, Body Double, Footsteps. We definitely were not getting there. 1 and 1. Exactly. Make sure they didn't board out the Lab Maniac. Exactly. Let's go match number 3 here. Playing some Vesperlark Reanimator. Well, Iona would have done it if I could get it. Oh, I guess Iona Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize Iona, then Body Double it. I'm trying to remember. I don't think I had a Body Double just yet in the graveyard. Okay. This is interesting. This has nothing that puts anything into the graveyard, but as soon as I get it, I have the Collective Brutality. Let's try a slower hand. Hosting the 4-1 like a champion. Misty Rainforest. Uh-oh. Fetching immediately. What are we doing with that Misty Rainforest? Basic Forest. Noble. Alright, that's a Collective Brutality target. Just put a Watergrave in tap, pass turn. You almost always lead with Watergrave, by the way. Watergrave gets you the most. Your Stitchers, your Hedron Crabs, stuff like that. Extra Noble. Gonna just let them have this. Try to top deck something else. I also don't really want to give away what I'm doing. It does look like a blade list. Could be squirrels. There's Teferi. Alright. Teferi bounces things, which is really a problem. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're getting there. We're going to triple mode this. Click, click, click. And from here, we're going to get rid of a Body Double and a Woodfall Primus. What's cool here is the Vesperlark can actually get around the whole Teferi doing its thing. And it probably won't get countered. My opponent mana leaks us, that's totally fine here. Okay. So Vesperlark could get mana leaked. Can't get forced or anything though. I wonder if there's a reasoning to wait. Ooh, what are we doing here? Oh, Toski. Oh, Toski. Okay, so we have a bunch of nobles here. Toski's gonna get them to draw 1 here. I don't have anything that's exiling this just yet. There's a Stitcher. All right, so let's go ahead and play Stitcher first. Stitcher could hit an Ashen Rider, which could then get rid of Toski plus Teferi. We see another Woodfall Primus here. So we have a couple Woodfall Primuses. These don't hit Toski, though. All right, let's go ahead and Woodfall Primus as the target. Let's get rid of... kind of want to do lands, but I also want to get rid of this Teferi. So let's get rid of the Teferi. ETB, all that good stuff. And then we'll get rid of a breeding pool. What's super nice here is that I can still Vesperlark, and we can use Stitcher to block, which is nice. Stoneforge. They're going to go get the Feast and Famine one here and put it on, like, maybe a noble or something. So Feast and Famine's a great thing to kill with our next Woodfall Primus, which we have guaranteed here. And I assume they're just going to hook this up to, like, Toski or something. Yeah. All right, so Toski hits us for 6. I can't block, unfortunately, so Stitcher doesn't fuel the graveyard any further. But that's okay. We'll get rid of this Sword of Feast and Famine here. We'll discard a Watery Grave. They do untap, so they might be able to counter the Vesperlark. We'll see. When are we playing Yawgmoth combo? There's an On Thin Ice getting rid of a Woodfall Primus. That's fine. That's fine. Oh. Oh. Gosh. I don't think I can take this much here. Like, I'm sitting here going, ah, yes, Iona. But I think I just Woodfall Primus here, killing their On Thin Ice, getting the Woodfall Primus back, and killing the sword. So let's try that and see if they have a counter. I'm hoping they don't. Just one time. Maybe they have, like... That works. Cool. That works. Yeah, we can kill it. Sorry, yeah, we'll kill the land. So Body Double comes back as Woodfall Primus. Number 1. Woodfall Primus comes back, kills land. On Thin Ice goes away. Extra 1 gets Sword of Feast and Famine, so we can do some blocking. And we're good to go. Hooray! Yeah, you're all correct. Kill the land. That's what we meant. That's what we meant to say. This looks good. There's Toski doing Toski things. Crunch, actually. Let's do it this way. This doesn't have trample, does it? No, it doesn't have trample. Stitcher dies. Looking for an Umbero Rights. There's some good stuff here. Collective Brutality, by the way, isn't out to Toski. I mean, I guess I put the Iona into the graveyard here. Just go 2 mode here. Kill and take a peek. I mean, I'm not casting Iona. Kill, take a peek, and smash in with the Woodfalls. Oh, they have the counter. Oh, they have the mana leak. Oh, no! I mean, I could crunch them for 12 here. Get crunched. Does that matter? They don't have anything scary in hand. These are trample. They're both 6/6s. Crunch. Go to 5. What do you top deck? You can draw 2 more cards because Toski. Yeah, they can draw cards. I don't care. Draw cards. Do your Toski thing. They only attack with the 1. They could have drawn 2. My opponent will learn. All right, we're down to 7. It's a good crunch for 4. Solid crunch. Stoneforge Mystic here. Batterskull's an option now. Batterskull dies to a Footsteps off the top for the Woodfall Primus. Sword of Fire and Ice is the choice here. What? Huh? Oh, to Fairy. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Bounces a Woodfall. Smart to not bounce the Body Double version. Okay. Clever. Now what? Whoa. It's getting intense. Another noble. We hit a land. We hit a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They could block all the Woodfall Primus here. If they drew it off of it, yeah. The double crunch. Hold this for Hedron Crab. I don't know, let's just go face. We already crunched once, let's crunch again. Crunch. Crunch. Salmon Graham, we played this on Friday. What our opponent's playing. It's Squirrel Blade with the fancy squirrel. We didn't have the fancy squirrel, but this is the fancy squirrel. Crunching in for 6. No fear. Blocks with Stoneforge, takes 3. By the way, I think we died of Fire and Ice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, attach, 6, 7, 8, 9. But you know, it's fun to crunch in. Alright, opponent, go ahead and kill us. You're at 1. You're lucky I had no boost. No collective brutality. Nothing crazy. This is game 1. Sword of Fire and Ice. Attach to Toski. Smack face. Bolt. Or shock face. You got it. It was. They had 2 well-timed mana leaks? They did. Whoa. And they have the Noble Army. They have the Noble Army. I'm good with how this is working. This is fun. We probably weren't killing them. Okay. How do we want to approach this? I think this is an Elish Norn matchup for sure. Ashiok could be interesting. A couple Thoughtseizes might not be bad either. Elish Norn and Thoughtseizes, just ignore Iona for this matchup. Egon's been throwing that away. Do 1 Hedron Crab and something else. Let's take a Glass Pool out. Risk it a little bit with 21 lands here. Sadly, we haven't had Thoughtseize in any of the lists, so this is the first time we've really had sadly had Thoughtseize. Is Egon gonna get replaced? Egon shouldn't be in the list. Egon's just a meme. Just dropped in. What was the prison Discord? Prison Discord. The prison Discord is !Discord. It was an excellent one. Exactly what Grace said. Let's play first. Ooh, if I hit lands. But if I don't hit lands, we do nothing. So I took out a land. I have to mulligan this, but this. If we hit runner land, it'd be absolutely nuts. You'd replace Egon with like a crab or a kitchen finks, possibly. All right. Did this get any better? No. No, we're not keeping 1-landers. I can't keep a 1-lander here. Let's mulligan this one too. All right. So we keep this. We get rid of Woodfall. We get rid of a... let's do Island here. That seems fine. Watery Grave. And let's Thoughtseize them. See what's up. All right, on thin ice, Noble, Toski, Teferi. All right. I don't think I care about this on thin ice. Maybe I take the Noble here. Toski's kind of a pain, but I think I want to slow them down. We need some time here since we mulliganed. It's not the greatest hand for us, obviously. But happy to take Noble. Nice. Just like Thoughtseize was meant to be played. Professionally played there. Judge, what's going on? There's a footsteps. Oh, I should have Stitchered first, because then we would have hit Woodfall, Jace, and Godless Shrine and top deck footsteps. But you know, we can't always be awesome like that. Can't always be awesome like that. Watch this on Thin Ice happen. Or Teferi. Can you bounce Stitcher for me? Thanks. Dang it, they didn't. I wonder why they didn't do that. That's crazy. Oh, we're so close. We're so close to just wrecking my friend over there. Aha. I'm gonna leave the Stitcher back. Pass the turn. We're so close. We're gonna probably see Toski here. Snow-covered forest was not in hand. Up goes the Teferi. Stoneforge. So we know the last few cards here. I'm not gonna fetch with the Marsh Flats on the off chance we get a crab. It's a Sword of Fire and Ice. Attack me. Come on, Noble. Oh, all right. Stitcher's okay. We'll do Stitcher. Unlikely to hit crab here now. We'll go get a Hallowed Fountain. That way I have my white mana. Okay. And Collective Brutality plus Kitchen Finks. Okay. A lot of nothing. Lots of nothing. We'll pass turn. Gonna use these Stitchers for blockers. We need to fill the graveyard with something good. Up goes to Fairy, apparently. Windswept Heathblade. That was one of the cards they have. Uh-oh. Attack? Attack me. Come on. What are you doing over there? I'm just gonna pass the turn. And just pass the turn. We're gonna try to get them to kill one of these Stitchers. I'm really afraid of them just bouncing both of them and then starting killing me. Sword of Fire and Ice is gonna come in here from the Stoneforge Mystic. They could bounce an On Thin Ice one of these and then attack. That might be their plan here. Especially if they can do that with Toski. It's a lot of drawing. Maybe they can do the Sword of Feast and Famine for me and get this Woodfall Primus out of my hand. Maybe. What are they targeting? They didn't target anything. What value? Deck, please. Sometimes the deck falls apart. That's kind of the fun of it, right? This is what I go and jam at a Friday Night Magic. Ooh, attack me. Yes. Yes. Let's double block. Feed the graveyard. Yes. The graveyard has been fed. There we go. All right. It's a fun factor list, that's for sure. Okay, so probably just body double here on like Woodfall or Ashen Rider. Probably Woodfall, honestly. We'll just see if that works. If my opponent has the Mana Leak again, then they got the Mana Leak again. Uh-oh, I got something. Watch the Rest in Peace? That's unbelievable, Grayus. I can't believe you would suggest such things. Mana Leak. Whoa, this is more Spell Queller. Spell Queller. Spell Queller. I just got memed on. Well, this is where they bounce Spell Queller here. I expected mana leak. I know. 5 plus 2. If I was them, I would just take Teferi. You bounce the Spell Queller. I need a land here or I'm dead. There you go. Good play, good play. Can't cast. Thanks Teferi. There you go. We'll concede. All right. No good. No good. 1 and 2. Next match. Let's go. Whoops. Whoops. You secretly love Spell Queller? Spell Queller is a nice card. Spell Queller does the Spell Queller things. Alrighty. We're on the draw. Trying to reanimate some Spell Quellers. Just kidding. Vesperlarks. Here in Modern. Our opponent is a fan. Hello, Dave. How goes it? They're asking if they're being streamed. All right. So it's a lot of lands, a couple brutalities. This hand doesn't really do anything. Hey Dave, for when you watch the video later. That's true. Maybe they're playing Burn. You know what? They're playing Burn. Let's go. Keep. Easiest keep in my life. Red land. Here we go. Blackburn. Rats. We have the footsteps now. Now we just need the haymaker. Oh, they're the rack. Do it to me. Rack me. What is this? Null Priest. When Null Priest of the Blade enters the battlefield, if it's kicked, return target creature card from graveyard to the battlefield. I feel like I need to kill this. I feel like I kill and take a peek. Get some more information. Thylian, what's up? How's it going? All right, we have Castle. Gosh, Gatekeeper's really good against us. Another Null Priest and an Underworld Dreams. Oh boy. Oh boy. Gatekeeper's really good against us. Oh no. This isn't good. And if they're a fan, they probably know it's Vesperlark. Okay. We got a crab going. Get to do the crab things. Obviously gonna hit myself here because we have the footsteps. Luckily crab helps us out here. I think I just passed back. And I'm gonna fetch if they try to go after crab here. Field of Ruin. I love that card. You can use that all you want. Gatekeeper here. So this is where we fetch. Hallowed Fountain. Hedron Crab mills us some more. There's a Woodfall and a Body Double, so we're clear for takeoff with the footsteps. Alright, footsteps online here. Iona would be hilarious to hit. Alright. So let's... I think... I want to reanimate the Body Double. But I probably just want to go after the Woodfall Primus here. If I top deck a Body Double, it's a little awkward here. But let's take the Woodfall. Let's take the Woodfall Primus out this time around. And with this, I'm actually going to go ahead and I think hit 2 lands here. We're going to hit Swamp and Castle. I'm going to play Silent Clearing so I can draw next turn. I'm not going to care about the Underworld here. I'm going to keep them off their lands. That way they can't get rid of the Silent Clearing anyway. It's a 5/5, it's a 4-turn clock, and if they use more blockers here, I can collect a Brutality. Alright, extra blocker here. Menace Lifelink, and this has... Okay. Nothing too frightening here. Let's go ahead and kill one. So we can just kill Null Priest because it has lifelink here. Attack for 5 and play Kitchen Finks down. Should be enough. A decent turn here. A decent turn. This way we don't get edicted either. Although Edict to Woodfall Primus is fine because it puts it back in the graveyard. We have this like weird, we want things to be out there, but we're like okay with things dying because we can go get them again. Case in point. Now I have the Body Double. Now I feel really awkward from earlier. Let's go ahead and attack for 8. Okay. Maybe they have a way to kill one of these. Let's go ahead and draw Silent Clearing. I know the Underworld Breach does its thing. Let's go ahead and play Jace down, and we'll put a land down as well. Go ahead. Fatal pushes Jace. Fine. Fine. I guess you can do that to me. It would be interesting to know what else they have. Who knows? Not us. Oh yeah. Little footsteps here. Let's go ahead and attack with the team. I think we have it because we took them off the lands. They block over here. Be funny to Body Double their Null Priest. 3, 4, 5, 6 gets through here. One play you could do here is Hedron Crab or Stitcher here to fill the graveyard with the footsteps and then use the body double the next turn. My opponent has black here. They could probably remove something, so I don't want that to really be the case. We go ahead and persist Kitchen Finks here. We gain a little bit of life. My opponent's at 1. Fetch lands are off. We're attacking with 2 creatures. Feels pretty good. Okay, so a blacklist. Blacklist with things that could die to Elishnorn. Let's do that. And let's get rid of some of these Jaces because my opponent has a lot of removal. Hey, thank you for the sub. 2 months. 2 months is a good number. We like the number 2 here. I don't know why, but we like it. I'm just going to submit with some more bigger creatures here. If my opponent plays a Leyline of the Void, I guess I'm upset. Maybe I should have like the Disenchants in here. You know what? Let's do 61 card special. We're going to put the Disenchants in here because I'm going to be upset when they do Leyline of the Void. Exactly. Grayus has got it. You stuck around. You got the number 2. That's where it's at. Kilgore, thank you also for the sub. 3 months, though. I don't know about the 3-month crowd. 4 month is better than 3 month, right? 3 month is greater than 2. Thank you. Appreciate it. You get the sweet emotes, too. Oh man, I forgot to do this. Hold on. Stream labels. Let's get that updated numbers. Because it's going up. It's going up. There we go. Refreshed. Oh gosh. It just messed up chat. Whatever. I deleted chat. Now we refreshed it because we just hit 150 subs. You all are crazy tonight. Thank you so much for the love, support, and hanging out with us. That's why we went and got that. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, we're gonna keep this because I have Disenchant. I'm really scared of like a Leyline here. Okay, they didn't have it. Well then. Maybe they have Cling to Dust. Oh, Thoughtseize. All right, what would you like? Take whatever you like here. Grayus, I need to fix that Streamlabs stuff. I'll do it someday. This Thoughtseize, I just realized that's a puzzle piece. That fairy stole a puzzle piece. This is a jerk fairy. You finish that 10,000 piece puzzle and this Thoughtseize fairy is just like, hee hee, I stole it. That one piece. Just throw the puzzle out. Throw it away. Opponent takes the Disenchant. Play Watery Grave, pass the turn. Prismatic Vista. Extra Swamp. Gifted Aetherborn. Well, there's a Kitchen Finks. Ironically, I don't have double white here. It's a little unusual. Opponent attacks 4/2, lifelink, and death touch. 18-19. Cast a Gatekeeper. Ooh. Okay. Well then. Time to go all crazy here. 3 modes. Them, kill them, Elish, Woodfall. And let's see if we can get to this body double. Oh my gosh, that's some... Oh no. Oh, what a hand. I forget if Collective Brutality retains this. Let's take a quick screenshot. What a hand. What a hand, opponent. Oh, it does. Nice. Oh my gosh. Serious 21. Thank you for kicking off 2 months. Good number. And new hype train. Oh, new hype train. Let's get it going. Is that the second or third train tonight? Oh, it's number 3. That's right. First one was Scam Train. That's our third tonight. Oh my gosh. I'm almost here. I'm almost there. They have the Gatekeeper. That's a problem card. We're going to have Phyrexian Arena here. Okay. I could have played the Kitchen Finks down, but I'm not about that. Probably just get the Woodfall Primus now, right? We're just going to get the Woodfall Primus to get rid of the Phyrexian Arena. Can you imagine they discard Phyrexian Obliterator and I steal it with Body Double? Alright, let's get rid of their Phyrexian Arena. Now what's cool is that if they do Gatekeeper, I sacrifice and I get to Elish Norn after. We'll see if they do that. I don't think they will. I'm so scared of this. This bad card for me. Don't do the Gatekeeper. All right, now I block here. I block. And if I block here, this is okay because I want the Body Double to be back in the graveyard. If I persist back here, I can get Woodfall and knock them off Phyrexian Obliterator. I like this. Persists. Woodfall Primus. Knock them off of this with getting rid of Castle. They can obviously Gatekeeper here, but it puts the Body Double back in. Grayus, thank you for the 100 bits and making sure it wasn't a scam train. Back up to level 1. Bye-bye, Woodfall. Now we have a lot of outs because we can reanimate the Woodfall with, like, you know, something like this. Nice. Part of me deeply wants to just reanimate the Elish Norn. Part of me wants to reanimate the Woodfall Primus here to kill another land. What do we think? I guess Obliterator's kind of scary here. I'm gonna just evoke and get a Body Double Woodfall Primus again. Yeah, I think Woodfall is appropriate. Body Double Reanimation here. Woodfall Primus. Unfortunately, my opponent has not offered me their own Phyrexian Obliterator in the graveyard just yet. And if they kill this again, it persists. Third land here. Oh. Part of me wants to do Elish Norn here, but I'm going to continue with the Woodfall Primus train. It's attack for 6. Land destruction, big 6/6s. Go, go, go. They're never going to cast the Obliterator. We'll never let it. They're never going to cast it. Oh, they're blocking. They're blocking. I miss lethal? No, no, no. I want to blow up lands. I want to blow up lands. It's a moral victory. If you do Elish Norn there, what is it? They would go down to 5 here, +2/+2. They'd be at 1. I'm not sure it's lethal. Elish Norn gives +2/+2. This would be another 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, putting them to 1. I mean, they couldn't fetch, I suppose. It's 1 off. They'd be at 1. They wouldn't be able to fetch. We'd have Woodfall, and Elish Norn. I mean, you know. 3/2, not negative EV. We're 2/2 right now, Last God. We're 2/2. I think they would have been at 1. Either way, we killed 2 more lands. Time to fight for the chest. Exactly. It's been a good night. Let's just good night. Lots of stuff. We got the hype train finishing up, number 3 on the night. Did some stuff with Red Prison, playing Vesperlark. What more could you ask for? What more could you ask for? It's a great Monday. Mondays aren't always this great. Let's find that final one. Balloons. Grayus, it's called bedtime. I want to play balloons, though. All right. 5th and final match here on this league. Let's go. Uh-oh. 2-2 versus 2-2. 2-2 versus 2-2. $80 card list. That means they have a lot of lands. Oh, they say hello again, Mr. Streamer. All right, we're gonna keep this because I have a Jace. I'm gonna see if Jace can get us somewhere here. Let's go. New medicines. Was that a person from earlier today? I don't remember. Hype train success. Hooray! What do we get? Show me. I don't know what I got. Go. Oh no, it's stuck again. There we go. Look at the little choo-choo. Hype fighter. All right, Misty Rainforest here playing the J, seeing what my opponent's up to here. Maybe we'll get to Ashen Rider them. Triome here is a bit of annoyance. They could bolt me. Plays a Wrenn in 6. That does not bolt us. That's good. Does continue their adventure. All right. Polluted Delta probably played here. Oh, buddy. That's pretty good. Ashen Rider. Fetch. We can get a Watery Grave at this point. Shockin'. Footsteps of the Goryo on the Ashen Rider. Hit land and Wrenn in 6 would be great here. Let's see if it resolves. Land, and when it dies, kill the Wrenn in 6. Pretty good. Pretty good. Not bad. Hit a land here, do the Unburial Rites, and do it again. Misty Rainforest played here. Fetches. Overgrown Tomb. Shocks in. Assassin's Trophy. Okay. Let's do a Swamp. Seems okay. Alright. Land, I get down Burial Rites. There's a crab. I kind of want to Vesperlark the Jace back here. Let's not worry about Egon. Like, let's go ahead and put the throne in. Crab and Vesperlark here. And get back a Jace and just pass the turn and see what happens, right? That's good, right? Just refuel. Just refuel. We want to get this Footsteps. That's what we want. Mill once. Do the loot. Footsteps, the Ashen Rider. Pew pew. Land. Okay. Got a way to kill? They do. All right, we hit a land drop here. This mills us for some more. This means I can Unburial, oh, I can Unburial Rights Iona. Should we just name green here? Mill a card. I'm gonna Unburial Rights the Iona, and I'm gonna name green. Bam. Ta-da! Nice. Nice. Green named. I'm not even gonna worry about like blue or anything. This is kind of brutal. Pillar. Pillar. I'm not worried about the pillar. We'll use the throne here. Water Grave to the bin. New Hedron Crab. I think I'd go ahead and just Unburial Rights an Ashen Rider here. And we'll play a new crab. Ashen Rider hits the pillar. Attack for 7. That worked. That worked. Okay, so what a... There's this like Niv Mizzet list, right? They're the 5-color Niv Mizzet list, right? So I need like Thoughtseizes probably. Maybe Ashioks. Egon did well there. Egon did well. So I think Thoughtseizes and maybe a Pithing Needle won't be bad here. I'm still going to get rid of Egon. Let's get rid of 1 crab, 1 Jace. Let's do 1 glass pool again. Let's try it out. Gotta just Stone Rain the lands there, right? Stone. Oh, okay. This works. We can like name Ren and 6 with the Pithing Needle. That way they can't keep getting their lands. I kind of like that. They use Ren and 6 usually to do a lot, so. Let's do a Watery Grave to start things off. I really would like to Pithing Needle here. Let's go ahead and Pithing Needle still, even though I have Stitcher for the Vesperlark. This is a stronger initial play, I think. And if they get red mana or green mana here, I think I still name Ren in 6. All right, Ren and 6. We don't usually get to interact so well, so I'm liking this version that has a little bit of that interaction. Just need a little bit. Keeping our opponent honest. They might have just Teferi, so there is that. Let's go ahead and fetch out a white source here. Watery Gray or Hallowed Fountain's probably fine. And then we'll play a Stitcher, fill up the graveyard. We have Footsteps plus Vesperlark. Things are looking good. What's up, Nydia? How's it going? First league went well. How are you? How are you? By the way, our Stitcher hit nothing. It's a pillar. There's a Collective Brutality. Collective Brutality is interesting. I think I wanna fire this off. So I'm gonna fire this off. We're gonna do 2 modes here. We're gonna check and kill. check, kill, and I'm going to get rid of a swamp here. And check and kill so we can check what they've got going on. And killing Stitcher here is kind of nice because it feeds our graveyard some more. Checking out the YouTubes, Nydia. Thank you so much for watching that stuff. Windswept Heath, fetch. Do we have a counter spell for this? Temple Garden, shock. Okay. I like it that they're gonna protect my Stitcher. They're a really nice person. Nice person. Look at this. They're gonna counter this. Watch. Kaya's Guile. Exile all cards from each opponent's graveyard and create a 1/1. That's fine because there's really nothing in the graveyard right now. And we still lose this, refuel the graveyard, and take something. Fatal Push, Assassin's Trophy. Well, I think I get rid of the Assassin's Trophy. Fatal Push, not that scary. Stitcher dies and fills the graveyard with goodies, like a body double. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Island played. Definitely just like a Teferi Valky kind of turn. Yeah, I could see a Teferi makes sense here. Bounce Pithing Needle. They might not even want to bounce Pithing Needle because I'll just rename Teferi. I don't think I would have done that. But I will rename Teferi here. Or I could name Tibalt. Let's go fetching. All right, top of the library is a Kitchen Finks. Okay, it's not that interesting. Unfortunately, they don't have anything like super crazy in their graveyard. Let's go ahead and Pithing Needle Teferi. We don't have the deck listed. We were lazy. Teferi named here. I kind of want to get the Vesperlark out. Let's do something we haven't done in a while. So let's go ahead and play Vesperlark here. We can do this off like basic swamp is fine. I'm gonna hard cast this. If they do attack, I could actually block here, and if I block, I can get back a Stitcher, fuel the graveyard, maybe Footsteps. My opponent's pretty close to just getting their Yorion or maybe a Niv Mizzet here. There's a Renin 6. I can see if I have a version. I have an older version. Oh, this is Iona and Egon. Bam. All right, so Vesperlark dies, and then I just do Stitcher here, since they Assassin's Trophied. Stitcher fuels Graveyard here. That's nice. Woodfall Primus and an Unburial Rites looks pretty tasty, especially since I can cast Unburial. Okay. Now my opponent's not so excited about everything here. It's kind of interesting they killed it with the Renin 6. All right, Prismatic, all that. We have a Fatal Push here. We have a Valky. I can Footsteps body double for Woodfall Primus. There's Valky. So we have Fatal Push and an unknown card. They'll take Kitchen Finks. Okay. Attacks for 1 in the air. Does not. Okay. Oh. All right, so here we Footsteps body double. Body double goes on to Woodfall Primus. I'm gonna go after a land here and a Renin 6. These will be my targets. I'll go ahead and attack to Fairy just to keep it in check here if they want to block. We're gonna get a Woodfall Primus here that's going to be non-persisted, which is sweet. There goes to Fairy. Sacrifice happens, persist back body double, name Vesperlark. Vesperlark dies ETB, gets body double back. Body double persist Woodfall Primus. Woodfall Primus kills Renin 6. Got it? Got it in your little noodle? Next up, Footsteps, blow up 2 lands. Preferably Pillar and Triome. Opponent has Fatal Push plus 2 unknown cards. Combat. Alright, we'll play our land here. I'm going to attempt Footsteps over Unburial because it has more hit here when it resolves. Do they have something for this graveyard, like a new Kaya's Guile? If they do, there's a part of me that wouldn't mind just making the Woodfall Primus persist here. Kaya's Guile. The problem is if I sacrifice this, then I wouldn't get it. So they actually just get rid of the graveyard and a token appears. We'll go ahead and attack with both here and pass turn. We know they have Fatal Push. So they had an extra Kaya's Guile. We're fighting through these. It would have worked a little bit better to have Unburial Rites over the Footsteps, but if the Footsteps resolves, my opponent loses 2 lands. Opponent attacks for some damage here. We're down to 9. We currently have lethal. It's a Fatal Push and something else. Do they realize I have lethal here? I guess we don't because of Fatal Push. But they don't have black mana, so okay, now they probably do. Maybe fetch Shock for bring the forest. Bring the light and then blow everything up. Then we get the Kitchen Finks back. They put Yorion to hand. All right, Fatal Push Yorion and something else. I'm gonna attack. 7 damage. Assassin's Trophy, the Woodfall Primus. All right. We'll get our land here. Because it's a body double, it will persist back, but there's nothing to hit, so it actually doesn't do anything here. Graveyard was clear. All right. Well, they might have us here. All the Assassin's Trophies have been rough. Opponent's going to attack for 4, put me to 5. Play Yorion, bounce this. Dang. I think we lose this. I'm trying to think if there's an out for me. I get the Kitchen Finks back, but then the Valky comes back as Tybalt. Overgrown Tomb. Does not shock in, obviously. It is a close game. Okay, the Valky comes back, gets the Kitchen Finks. Huh. I'll cast a Vesperlark here and pass the turn. We're going to hold on to the Watery Grave in case we get a Hedron Crab. No attacks. Okay, we're gonna go to combat here. They attack with everything, so we're gonna do a block here and hope that I get something that will allow me to reanimate here. We'll also get the Kitchen Finks back. Alright, so everything dies here. We're gonna reanimate a Stitcher over a Body Double because we want the Body Double still in the graveyard. Stitcher gets a Jace and all that. A little surprised I didn't get to choose which order that went in, but maybe I just missed it. We have an Iona here. Iona's a good one that could block. All right, reanimation spell? Not quite, but almost there. Jace. Kitchen Finks. This isn't enough, though. I die in the air. Because we go up to 5 here. Dang, this is a close one. It was a good match, too. It was a good one. The Assassin's Trophy, and once we lost the graveyard to the Kaya's Guile was rough. I think I want to name Black if I get the option to with the Iona for Assassin's Trophy and for Kaya's Guile. All right. Let's go to the next game here. Let's see here. Pithy Needle was decent. It was decent. I think we just run it back. Kind of tempted to bring in a Crab or a Jace. But, you know, let's take out... Yeah, let's go with it. I have the 3 Thoughtseizes. Those can be useful. Let's play first. Check out the other stuff too. Ooh. Probability of me getting to reanimate an Iona or a Body Double out of this hand is so slim. I think I have to mulligan this, even though it's kind of like tempting. We're not doing anything with these 4 cards for so long. And since I'm on the play, I don't want to be just sitting here, Thoughtseize them, and then they just ramp out. Let's mulligan this and get something better. This isn't much better, honestly. Oh, no. Uh-oh, mulligan. All right, we can work with this one. So we can keep this. We put back 2 cards. We're going to put back Pithy Needle and Unburial Rites. I'm going to say done. We're going to lean so heavily on Woodfall Primus, but if we get it to work, we get it to work. Go ahead, opponent. We're going to set this up. We need a land off the top. Let's go. Ah, just a forest. Give me that land. What is this? Abundant Growth. Fine. Have your Abundant Growth. Ooh, we got the land too. All right. Let's go get a basic. And let's go ahead and 2 mode. Click, click. Get rid of Woodfall Primus. We have a Supreme Verdict, a Bring to Light, and an Assassin's Trophy. So I steal the Assassin's Trophy and my opponent can never win from there, hopefully. Yeah, we just take the Assassin's Trophy here. Shouldn't be too much of a problem because I'm going to double Stone Rain them next turn. And they should basically play this Utopia Sprawl down now. But maybe they're afraid of the footsteps, so... We'll see what they get. Misty Rainforest. Fetching. I'm really hoping they play the Utopia Sprawl here. They had nothing else in hand that worries us. Steam Vents. That doesn't help with their Utopia Sprawl. Does play the Utopia Sprawl, okay. Steam Vents. So we have these 5. We have Prismatic and Godless Shrine that we're gonna have to get through. Okay. Little shocking. Here we go. Footsteps on the Woodfall Primus. Double Stone Rain's the hope here. Hitting 1 card. Hitting 2 cards. Double Stone Rain. A 5/5 here with the Woodfall Primus. My opponent has no lands. We get a redraw here too with the Silent Clearing. There's a Godless Shrine. We're hoping that's slow enough. Ooh, Iona. I think I honestly just am gonna take this draw here in case I hit like Crab or something. Oh, there you go. Crab. Not bad. I don't know why they shocked in earlier. Prismatic Vista here. We kill them in 2 turns. They'll need a way to remove the Woodfall Primus here. Uh-oh, Prismatic Vista. Did they draw something like Assassin's Trophy? Dun dun dun. Blue. Valky. Oh no. Oh. You can have my Iona. That's a 9 mana. 9 mana conversion later. We'll hit for 5. This is a 2-turn clock still with the Valky here. Valky can't convert into Iona. They're on their 3rd land here. Did we get it? Did we get it? Ho ho! 3-2. Vesperlark Reanimator taking down the Valky in Modern. Here's your deck list here. For those that are interested, the list is there. This is our Iona Egon version. We have an Egon in here. Throne of Death plays a role. We've seen plenty of places where double Iona has been pretty good versus the Ashen Rider. Usually we have 3 Ashen Riders and then 1 of, but the Iona's been so strong that we've been using that lately. Also because we've decided to do that, and they're not as impactful ETB cards like Ashen Rider off of, say, Footsteps, we've increased the persist creatures with Kitchen Finks so that we can persist a body double, Kitchen Finks, and copy an Iona. The list is sweet, reanimates, and does it in a very unique way with a Vesperlark and a body double from time to time. That's Vesperlark. Nothing more.